Hello, hello, welcome back to Red Ted Art. We have a number of stars here on Red Ted Art, which I'll show in the iCards and down below. But today we're going to show you how to make this simple origami paper star. No cutting, just folding. And it's quite simple. There's some tricky bits, but as origamis goes, I don't think this is too hard, but you do need to practice and you need to look at the video closely to see how they're made. Once you get the hang of it, you can make them in all different sizes. I think these make great crafts for Christmas, for birthdays, for 4th of July, for New Year's Eve, for whenever you need a star craft. So come on then, let's take a look and see how they're made. So to make our little origami stars with no cutting, you will need a square piece of paper. Now, if you look at some of my other videos, you'll see how you can cut your own square piece of paper really easily, but we'll just get on with it today. So the first thing you need to do is to create some creases that will help you later on to make your star. The first one is to flip it over and create a nice triangle. Make this nice and neat. Try and get them as close to the edge as possible so that you can't actually see any white, like you can in mine. As neat as you can. Open it up, repeat in the other direction. Let's see if I can this time get it that little bit neater. The neater you make your folds, the neater your final star. Now, if you're using two coloured paper that's got the same colour on both sides, you know, it doesn't matter as much so much with the neatness, but if you're using, like me, white on one and red on the other, then you do want to be as neat as possible. Now so the creases are facing up, and I'm going to make folds across, so to create rectangles, like so. Really neat. The points should, all the folds should meet in the middle. Open it, bring it over, and again, another rectangle with all the folds meeting in the middle. Now you should have something like this. And if you've got the folds pointing up, what you want to do is you want to bring in the sides like so. So you've got the flat bit facing you and you're pushing it all in, and it all fits nicely because of the folds you've created. Okay, so I'll show you that again. So you've got your square, you've got triangles going that way, and you're going to squeeze it in to bring together like this. Okay, now the next bit looks tricky, but I promise you, once you've got the hang of this, it's actually quite an easy repetitive craft. So the first thing you want to do is you want to fold these kind of star-shaped edges. So the first thing you want to do is bring this over. So I'm creating one of the points over here. So I'm going to bring it over. I'm going to align this edge here like this. Get it as neat as you can at the top. Good crease. And now I want to bring it back and put it back in position. And by doing so, I'm going to lift it over and I'm going to create a new crease in the middle by lining this up with the one in the middle. So I'm going to push my fingers in and bring that down. Okay, so did you see that? I brought this over first. I folded it against that middle line, and then to bring it back, you have to push this in and create an extra crease. I now want to create the line, the part of the star going here. So this is the flap that's going to do it. So again, I'm going to bring it to the other side first, bring this outer edge into the middle, like this. Try and get it as neat as you can at the top. Nice, neat edges. And then bring it over, because you want it in the other place, but you need to create an extra crease in the middle. So I'm pushing it in with my finger and making the outer edges align. There we go. Then I'm going to turn it around and repeat on the other side. So I want to create the flap on this side. So I bring it over, then I fold it down the center, like so. Give it a good crease, and then I have to put it back in place, but you have to create that crease down the center. There we go. And then the last of the 4 points. Let me just get the point at the top a bit neater. There we go. Now I bring this one over. Again, this line goes into the center. And then you push it back over to the other side, creating with the finger a crease. So it's 4 times the same sort of pattern. And then you can see here, you've always got this little extra bit in the middle, yeah? Right, now you look at your side that you think you've done neater. I think I've done this side a bit neater, so I want this to be the front of my star. So I'm going to turn it around and have the less neat side facing up. Now roughly here and here, you're going to create a fold. Okay, this is probably the hardest part of the star, but I think with a bit of practice you can do it. The first couple I did were a bit tricky, but imagine a line roughly here. Bring this up like so, and you know you're getting it right because this line here should be perpendicular to the ground, or perpendicular to this line, or horizontal to the ground. And then repeat, you know, don't fold it down all the way. So you know you've got like a diagonal, but you need to get a straight line running across here. When you're happy, you give these a little crease, you give it a little crease, and then once all those are creased, you push all of this into place. And you should have more or less perfect square in the middle. Give it a little squish, and there you have your star. Now, if any of those steps are a bit tricky, remember, just rewind, pause the video and have another look and see how you can make it. Now I also use my little cut-offs and you can make a little baby star, but these are really fiddly, so you need to practice first. Make sure you can make the big ones first and then, you know, go from there. But aren't these lovely? Super simple origami paper stars that only take you a few minutes to make. Now remember to like, comment, subscribe, and of course we'll hopefully see you here again soon. Bye!